Monsiabo ya magana fra jomo mokwa bahaya TVXYZ any power 97.9 FM nefe radio XYZ 93.1 eya na jofa no siambrem Kasiebo na yede erebema na fida agas bosume ni da etoso 2 eye enume eso Kasiebo ebe kwa kofa voter power so 94.1 Global FM ewo ho sharp water crowd Nsuma FM won krankwanta bom wa jasi kanjinyame ewo sampa nananu wafo goso Western Radio waziama elembele KFM 92.1 wakpaza Anglegi FM wabo Levinsi Radio ni TV wadunko ono fen Atom Local FM wasa Citre High Radio wabechim Radio SM online.com ni apo 68 FM wa Virginia USA tuning power 97.9 Daisy Radio Whiteley Adamfopa Radio wapa Regilaf Radio wa UK OPD Radio so ewa UK my XYZ online.com multi TV digibox neso Radio channel XYZ so Kasiebo na mo Facebook ya Power 979 FTV XYZ Ghana YouTube XYZ Broadcasting Lao Silence Television wa America Bochimemu so Kasiebo yi enam honom wimpan sampa Wudi FM opusiga Shaman Potem yewo Nyansapo FM so Rich FM ewo Asimfu so Gateway Radio Wankwanta South 101.5 ewo Uti AOT Radio 107.5 ewo Bonum Potem Bono FM wosunyai eni Potem ho information centers no wodosu yepa uko Trinity FM obuko so Kasiebo yi enam ho na bibiani so yewo Sunset Radio so ipo mo Kasiebo yi mwadwenkyere yebekinkan ena bwosem atwo manga 90 enene yenyina yeguso yenga shetuntumi yenam akonya iso ede ya konsem ni shedensem arekwa mabusha kunu nyina XYZ Broadcasting yesi yanimu ene riso abom Kasiebo no nsem obedima kotimbini yade hye nwotwe a yehwere womo ewo mai emu no ene eyikese pa wo makwankogya ye twato yaye de ama womo nam so ama Ghana mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama chase ade hye womo ka ba bie womo ma ya waje o mache no watwafoto bia wode eba abeboa womo arahusema isi no Ghana fo akire niam akoro bia wode bekai yenuanum a wonatoyi na srafo miensa ya na womo eka ho bie ya womo etoye no womo ranks no na mampani apejam ama kwanimu omampani na bedi echi Her Excellency Professor Nana Jeni Pokwajimanto odi nanu disem etugwa edi ya konsem akwa mabusuamu nyina sanso na mwashibedwa muchiami penny right honorable Abasuma na Kingsford Bagben wono so na wojina simpie so de ya konsem ekoma busiano sa arahusemi Ghana deshi makumako nwotwe a wonatwa na nanom nsiadowe no won ehu kanfo nom eye won yerenom won ma abusuamu nyinara ene Ghana fo nyina ede ya konsem atugwa kwa ma won nyina yini sanfofo bi ene nana dwofei yede erepremo se Kasiebo ewo TVXYZ ene power 97.9 FM so yemvasida enkoma Solak Natural Clinic Hatsa Misha eka hobi Madi Moses asida surukon koma mo Little George de wasi biye pa wofa se udi wasuye no abeso yengase ene fida anadwofei efe MK nso aba ede ama misa kapomo no yegusu gina yenanto enti dial *274# na usi disika no bi 3P garlic misha eka hobi ye papa dog yeda se Ruta Natural Product nso yeda masipi Let's Talk Educational Consult yesi asida eyamode Power Specialist Hospital nso asida skuma bi na yede eremamo efe Ostek Real Estate osi mingancho se bra won aso ye honum beto nsasipa manso twibiara enihu Spanish garlic misha ene capsules no waka hobi enyuma kuyi ni afufuru bi a waka ho won ada romantina na fida na dwofan ene anu be no arahosam so ne agina na edi Kasiebo erebramo ebo TVXYZ Power FM yanga filling station ne fe radio XYZ so miding the Accra Kofi Idako mene da chema akosia ofuriwa amanfo Kasiebo no emuchirim ankasa enen ne no mangana yeye eyikese edima Ghana deshi makumako nwotwe a wonatue na nanom ensiedo ena no wukuda branka wofi nkramantama erukakopim ewo oboase a ni wasantimantem no wori kwakudichuma na babu ama galamse a yerika ho asem wo manmu na mofunu mu bia ye won adinse nyade wo bejae no konya kwanhia odite eye remushemu na sa kwanhia no kobai wo mutue na nanom ensiedo yikesi e baso ewo eye Independence Square eno ewo incremental padodo so etaifa hodum se Black Star Square na ejumedini baso His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene eye atwotwo wuro a womu eda aban anu wo maimu no won ene wodi ani ma eyikese no etumi e baso abusuamu nyina Ghana fo nyina yakobi ekusuye na nneɛma nyinaa aba na wie wisdom hede dwome ebonsem ne nyina tofa de mayen
Ghana tuntum Blaster Square was quiet wabra Ghana for ene dodo na ebehyiemu ya woye ofusom ede ma yenuanum ya wotoye nanu akwenhyaimu.
It's life all about last post. Is it now when you die and it's all done? Some believe that let's eat and drink for tomorrow we die. In the military life, and even as we will witness going to the cemetery today, the last post will be sounded. We will observe a minute silent, but we will not leave the cemetery just like that.
Wabra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the Vice President Ebedu Mpono. Now I can kind tribute recitation of the Quran and natural Kronkrono Amayenuanum.
Today's events conclude the state funeral for the eight officers and personnel who lost their lives in the tragic helicopter crash of 6th August 2025.
And which waye ufusom ema won ewie ema emuno so e call the military cemetery ya ewo chado. But in some kaimu no His Excellency John Mahama ashebo se hwehwemu ya wo ye efa akwehye esi ye ho no wode nyina ebetudwa. And which wo kire mu se foto ya wo ye esi ho de hwe ye nuanum a wo ho aka emba no obehwe se obi abenya ne chefa pepepe. Na ebisa Ghana se yenuanum ya wato no asem ben na mo ka fa wo ho ye ni MPs na Ghana for dodo na etwetwe nkomo.
So when we have the opportunity to serve the people, we should do our best that we can, because today we are here, tomorrow is not guaranteed, and it could be any of us. Indeed, it could be any of us. Very, very difficult moments.
No kwasam say the esi no e ade a Ghana yehunu sada na menim say aba ne sei no impedimfo anasa oman no e de nhyehyɛ ebegu akwan so na menim say yedinde ne mbom say de tie bia no menim say ekwanya ba beto hɔ a ebetimi efirim ebi na yeyeye a yehwɛ say ebetimi agya enuanom na omanya bebe pa etimi atena.
At this stage, I think the tears have been many, the crying has been a lot, but we have to turn our attention from the grieving to the action that will follow, so that their lives would not have been in vain. And in this sense, the mission that they were on, the establishment of a program that will bring sanity and make it more responsible.
The SOBia ehuni say we are say sebe unim da oba odibaye ena unim da nso adebeko if you say menji ndi say sa faithful day no na yenuanom na ye ofase for na omo enim say BBC ebeka say aye part no mema ye nka say ye twen na kina yaye esi obia ye na fam de amase ne ukono wa ma na unim say wa ye bi de abo man no.
Wisdom Hedejome Amani Boni Blackstar Square Accra.
This Amani boy abre.
Na ene wayiyo no asie no tribute ahodro enetimi ekoso yakandifo ya de hyema akoma konwotwe ya yahwere wo mu yi no mpanifo ahodro na gina simpie so a wo mo ede nsam ahodro to dwa kakaye ho wo modem ahodro bia wo mabebo ede am oman Ghana na de edi kan Ghana man panyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo gina simpie so ede nsam ahodro to dwa ene ene be mansu nanso na kwakwa yawre kosem pa Ghana man panyi kire se mpanifo makoma konwotwe ya sabrei womato nananom ewonse adua ye kromachi womma ye omajo machire no wo twafoto ede ama womo ye no eye children support fund na sikakrabia ya from Stanbic Bank womo ene dimu akotere pa ya seed money no de omudi atumu no eye 500,000 Ghana cedis mampani kire se enso honoma obekoso ahwese sa futuo yi ebetimi atena ho abreni abreno se ne be ya emofra wajo machire no nyina no ye betimi ede aso masene.
The next decision that the government has made is for the creation of a children's support fund for the children of the victims of the 6th August helicopter crash. The purpose of this fund is clear. It is to ensure that the children left behind will never be deprived of the opportunities, the care and the security that their parents work so hard to provide for them. We Ghanaians live in a culture that upholds collective responsibility, especially where community and family are concerned. Think about it. How often do we meet one another and ask about their child, and in so doing claim that child as ours? It is common to hear us say, "How is my daughter?" or "How is our small boy?" We take on the responsibility of raising the children of our relatives who are not as financially capable as us, or paying the school fees of a domestic worker's child. Sometimes we even pay for the medical cost of children who are complete strangers to us.
Way Ghana Mampenny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Yatini, and watching watches at Torrentum we see, young men said, na Asra for me and Sa Eka Hona, and what it would judge us, we show Moja ya, what ya two or more, my Ghana, na Torrentum Keseya, two woman, wo Johnny Mudiamuna, what promote you one more, ya weno ebe buaneja, one more Abraham Kukumukra noa, one more crano at me as you my room, and see the Edikan crano, a year squadron leader, Anala, a name Pani a promotino, Aqua Wing Commander, and a Bionso Flying Officer Chum Ampadu, one also a promotino, Echo Flight Lieutenant, and Afenso Sergeant Mensanso, or promotino, Echo ye Flight Sergeant, yeah, no meaning say, a woman Juma Paya, woman boy, yeah, at the boy, my Ghana, and the woman Quaya, Omodiato, Ediamo, my Ghana, and Tin, and Neman Panijana Swane, will promote na say, and Osifa Ekano.
Promotions in our armed forces are never given lightly, and posthumous promotions are the highest mark of respect for duty performed even unto death. Accordingly, I have approved the following. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala is promoted to the rank of Wing Commander. Flying Officer Manan Chum Ampedu is promoted to the rank of Flight Lieutenant. Sergeant Ernest Adomensa is promoted to the rank of Flight Sergeant. These are not just symbolic gestures. They represent the rightful place these officers have earned in our Republic's roll of honor, and the benefits due to their families will be reflected in these new ranks. The Chief of the Defense Staff will oversee the ceremonial presentation of the posthumous promotion insignias to their families. Our other colleagues who were civilians will be posthumously recognized at the next National Honors Ceremony.
Posthumous promotion ya eko edema asrafo miensa ya sabre wamka atorenchemwa esi yeno ehwo ena mampanyi ede honsem atudwe
na abedi chiri professor na Jane Opoku Ajiman ena jumedino asenso okasai no chimse ewom ya wo se nipa mako nwotwe worikwa kosi oman no ananko dijuma so ayo arahosami etume atuwon nipa ba ko a oyinu si chen o chimse nkono de biara da one ni nyankita ho de ihiem eye kan osuafo behwe asrafo won adwumedi so Dr. Edward Kofi Omanebuama esan sempempe yemamu no yenimse omampanin abedi chire ana ye chairperson ede ma Ghana Armed Forces Council enti ansa na obetu ana mobia wasrafo won adwumedi mu no one ni dikan enyankita ho de ena ye maame professor na Jane Opoku Ajimara who semeti ogina simpies wo Black Star Square echimse oyobia no ne no enyankita ho de bia na ho sema atu yenyina no oma na abushafo nyina shedden.
I should be making those calls to find out how things are going and getting the usual responses from some of you. And some of the responses will be, we are trying. Our implementation plan is on course. We are making progress. Our strategies need amendment. It's not easy. We are doing our best. And Omani, you know that you and I have an outstanding meeting of the Ghana Armed Forces Council. You and I pledged to take our assignment very, very seriously. We agreed, among other things, to avoid tall and cluttered agenda by clearing items expeditiously. You had a positive reaction to the prospect of working more closely with me. I was even more excited by the prospect of learning from you. Yes, this is one more time to remind ourselves that man proposes, God disposes. My colleagues, I wish all of you peaceful rest. I thank each one of you for your examples of selflessness, commitment to duty, and your abiding belief in the ability of our country to be better for all of us.
Jane Opoku Ajimang Ghana Mampenyeni Abedichiri.
Na mrashibedwamo chiame penny Right Honorable Alban Suma na Kingsford Bagbin wono so ene where you kasie yi asie no wogina simpie so de ensema hodo to dwane nyina efa yempani fo makoma konwotwe ya sabre yakra wo mu achi ya wo chese wo mobɔ dwumadene de abo ɔman Ghana pa wo mu yi wo husi hotu wo husi hode som ɔman ene se sa to renchemu ekokoto wo mo enti ene obreye wogina simpie so no wode to abusua ni nyina ni se wogina mrashibedwafo ni nyina enemo na wode ya konsem kese pa akɔ de amabusua ni nyina.
These gallant men were the very embodiment of Ghana's highest aspirations. They were the loving hands that cradled children, the wise voices that guided families, the charitable hands that fed families and whole communities, the compassionate hearts that uplifted our dear country. Just days ago, many of these fallen heroes stood among us, united in grief as we bid farewell to our dear friends and comrades.
Mrashibedwamo chiame penny Right Honorable Alban Suma na Kingsford Bagbin ene yetinin ken.
Owura Samuel Abuaje a oka sa nipa makomako nwotwe a toyere cheme ato won no ne hukani eye Niola Abuaje bolu so okogina simpie so lori kai nikuno ene fe wakin kan ni nsem no ochem se nura me dofo pa me baby amido bra orekonu hwehwe you be make and say take any be o say hwehwe esang se me do ni so mo kan ni bi ni.
My love, no words could ever capture the depth of my pain and the weight of this loss. Your person has left an emptiness nothing in this world could ever fill. Yet even through the tears, I chose to remember the incredible man you were and the love we so deeply shared. From the moment you entered my life, you gave me more than I ever imagined: unwavering love, joy, protection, and the beautiful honor of becoming your wife. You gifted me our precious daughters, living testament of the bond we built. Through them, your spirit will live on forever. I am endlessly proud of the man you became, a man of strength, purpose, and of a good heart. You excelled in your career with tireless commitment and touched everyone around you with your presence. I witnessed your growth, your presence, your wisdom, your expanding capacity to love.
Yetwa so na yenko yenimu ene wo hwe akunafo ahodo a wo begina simpie so na wo tribute ahodo wo de betu dwano a na akoyawre hosempa utimi se wo mususu a ena kire se wo mu hokafo yi ede wo mu eja ho na leader yes squadron leader Peter Analai na yire wono so begina simpie so ede nsema ahodo ebetu dwa Ezla Wematu wono so kire se na kuma bubu papa wanso daya wanso anwene se Samusa nasa to renchem kese se ebetimi ato no ene bibi se sidi a ene wodi twedi ampo nyankopon eneja ne ho kani.
Bafemi, you have left me broken. This was not the plan, Peter. this was not it. But for me, please come back. Please come and hold me and tell me this was all a very terrible nightmare and that is all over now. I am supposed to be consoled with the fact that you died knowing God and that there is rest for you until we meet again. But I cannot come into terms with this. I will forever cherish the moments I spent with you. I certainly cannot wait for that glorious reunion. But after me, my love, Jenny will.
And a flying officer Ampedu ne hokeni a oye naval lieutenant Awadra Kumichire enso kansembi ewo eyina senede.
The evening of that horrible Wednesday, when I received the devastating news that I lost my beloved husband, I looked outside and I saw a ridiculously beautiful sunset. And I thought to myself, how dare the world continue? How dare everyone go about their evening when I didn't know what to do with myself? My husband was my everything. We met in 2022 on his birthday, and everyone will bear witness that we've been inseparable since then. People complained that we spent so much time together because everywhere I am, my husband wants to be there with me. But only we understand what we had. Only we know the depth of what we experienced. Money, what is this grief? And what am I supposed to do with it? Money, what do I do without you? And how do I carry on from here?
Na enwachino Sergeant NS Ado Mensa wono so ne yire wo begina simpie so eden sama hodo to dwa ya wocha se ye wo ya na de pa wo ne wo huru wo ankasa ya na enya senkuma kire se ebre ti se ye pa wati ma be fa ni kunu ekoya no mo sie do no akoya rehosem pa ne nsam ni nie.
To my biggest cheerleader, the kindest of hearts, my big brother and my manche. Putting words together for your tribute is the hardest task I have ever been given. My heart aches beyond words, thinking of not seeing your beautiful receptionist smile, as you called it, or hearing you call me Manye 100 times in a day. You gave me the experience of being deeply understood, genuinely supported, and utterly loved. You often said, Manye, I'll give us a life that many people would wish to be in your shoes. Anche, these shoes you put on me, no one wishes to wear. Should I say you lied? No. Because I know if you had control over life, you would choose to live 1,000 years just to make me happy. Anyone who knew you attests to the exceptional quality you had, hard work and pure dedication to service, earning you the name, the Z9 helicopter was like your first child, and in every conversation you would find a way to bring it up. You would spend long nights reading and researching on how to care for it.
Na yegusu ewo eyinu nsemu emu esang se opanyin na nkono ona hwechiri se Deputy National Security Coordinator a okansa nipa makomako nwotwe a wongatua na nanom nsie do ho Alhaji Muniru Limuna Mohammed ne hukeni enedei ono so kokenkan nsembia odikai ne wura no chimse infisha makomako edunu awotwe a one no enante wo ye se oye nikunu no eyade se one no ne kona krana one no netna se edwendwen bibi biara obeye no one na eye ne abrahosem abehina biom ana one ne bekwa tena se na on adwendwen wo ma no eho nti ono so chimse ne wura bra owekoi no onyankropon ni ala woni nanim baby biara orekono onfa no enkotwere eja Abraham nikukum.
My beloved husband, for the 28 years we walked this journey together, you were my partner in life, my confidant, my counselor, and my trust friend. You were the person I could lean on in my weakest moments, and the one I could laugh with in my happiest days. You gave me love that was constant and deep, and you made our home a place of warm love, mutual respect, and faith. I saw the man behind the public figure. I saw the discipline that guided your actions, the compassion that touched those around you, and the strength that carried not only our family, but the responsibilities of the nation.
Enwechi Alhaji ni mano so chemse da anka de biara da edru bi se ngoto asiku fisa we na eba unchan ye be bisaw da ye be ye bibia we na ye be frew ende uri koye hina biom ena ye be dan ye ni ye be fa ye ntetefo na friends da e wo se ye ko ayi ye kutu anamo ye den abrahu semato ye da ye nye den ni nyina mu no wo se won pai a worribo ani se Allah edu besie.
You are more than a father to us. You are a teacher, our protector, and our greatest source of inspiration. You taught us that true strength is found in kindness, that leadership begins with listening, and that integrity is worth more than any treasure. You carried your responsibilities with grace, never letting the weight of your work overshadow your role at home. Even when the nation called, you always made time for us. Whether in laughter at the dinner table, words of wisdom before bed, or your quiet presence when we simply needed you nearby. Daddy, watching you serve Ghana with the same love and dedication you gave to our family showed us that service is not just a duty, but a calling. Something you embraced with all your heart, no matter the sacrifice. Your love for people extended far beyond our home. Through your kindness, generosity, and open heart, you became a father to many. Because of you, we have brothers and sisters in every corner of this country. People bound to us, not by blood, but by the family you created through love.
Yagusu ejinamo ewara hosem kroya emwane eyipo kese ye koso ewo my Ghana yade hye makoma konwatwi ya ye hwere womu a na ye yomo yiyomo kwankogye twato kra no ede amomo ne ensem dodo no a ne todwa ewo dwumadie no ase na pani ba ko a wodi sa torenche mu akotene pa eye Dr. Kofi Omane Buama Edward Ekanidi eho ene ne ho kani eye Mrs. Rita Omane Buama wono so begina simpie so ede in a tribute and send nensem eba ebetudwa na no cha se wono de ni kunu Dr. Edward Omane Buama wono de din ode frɛ no a ni Kofi B ene wono ni din koma Kofi B Mira Kofi B enu ni din a na to dana se wo mu din koma Dr. Edward Omane Buama ti bi san sentimi ni ho a de na obeye da chi bi mi ni ho a de na obeye no aka chen so Kofi me de mi ni hwiye na wogina simpie so a wokoyi a woni hoi de okromu ano gusukrom woni bibiaye ninsem no enie.
You were truly a family man, a definition of a genuine person with a pure heart of gold. In our years of marriage, you always asked, Abna Rita, what will you do when I am not around? I never answered. Until today, I don't have an answer. I will, with God's help, take care of mommy and the 3 kids. Knowing who you are, I believe you will be looking down on us to guide us through from the heavens. Kofi B, thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving the children. Thank you for loving my family and all who came to know you.
Wey Mrs. Rita Omane Buama, Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Buama ne hokani ena yatene nkene no achino ne ma weja omachire womo so ekase kire se ja wo ma hwere ja papa wo hwentete ye papa won mo papa yi ede ma womo a wutimi se wo madrum pempenso a ebi ensi da no mo remfiri womo papa da e wo kwan bia eso.
We'll miss writing with you, laughing with you, sitting with you whenever you had a lull in your schedule. We'll miss talking about our future, hearing your advice, you driving us to school all the time, especially when we had exams. Daddy, why did you have to leave us so soon? Never in a million years could we have imagined you'd leave us. You lived your life like a race, always trying to do more, love more and share more. We really thought you'd live forever because your light was so bright it could never go out. Omane, why have you done this to us? We absolutely cannot believe we will never see you again.
Enti Omane adana waye yensa. Enti die akoswe die nya die behu bio. Akwaya rehosempa ti we Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Buama. Ne mano ena yete wo monken.
Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Buama uyobia ofri epromantem na ni mame ankasa a ochim no wo no eden ede Madam Letitia Sante ono so ne ewo Independence Square ode nsem tugwa ewo honom wo bra ni penyinara erikenkan adehye won nsem a wonim na Madam Letitia Sante uchem se ni bei oyobia se bitafrache no ye obia ne hu ye fe nti oye ahofehene sano oso ofre no ose fitida owo no a eye opanyima bosomen ni da etoso eduonu esia wo afi apim ahankron edioson enum 26 December 1957 a ose owo no ewo Holy Family Hospital a eno wo nkoko wo promantem no ose sada na no hu se yiwu ensanjani bi esi esanjani ni se na abrabo asisa a di beko na wie sa na mame no watwere ni nsem edi afa o se onim se sa bo na owo no no so onimu pe o se yiwu onyankropon etie ni mpaibo no hu kofisi oni obi asabi oye ni bakeke mmom oyobi a na ni eje se wawo no o mame kirem se bra kofi ofiase so orenum nufo no nante nkakra no ye eye abofra kuma kurampo no onu se oyobi a na ni ebue na ne anadwene mu edoye papa na oyobi nso a opanipa efei onobi a obetumi hu se efi ene kekawo bi abata ne ho da otwem se kofi obi a na odomi pe ye papa na oyobi nso a de biara da ohye baabi faako na ribompai ena ojenyankropon so di se na nyankropon ba ne ba no kase ye papa ne nyina mu abemusa nene arehosem biaba Madam Letitia Sante ose kofi o madia yemi papa esanse bra me wo no na wo bia o mama ni je e ba ye pa enti na minim se nemo betumi aba wo akonu mu na onu se nia e bekwa kosini o so hwe se nia o wa ho brase na onu mpanyifo mo fo nyinara eri kasa o dia ho brase e kasa mpo edubi bia oni ni bekasa na wakotare na so wa wisi nsem egu na so mo ho no o se ni nyina no na mma no akomato yem so ne wegya no ya yawa o se nyankropon o fa oshi yi pepepe Madam Letitia tia so chim se onim se obi a wan atetewo e wo Catholic so and Catholic jadi kwanso enti na obi a udo awade yi ankasa efei se ne udo awade wode onyankropon na asem na tu na udo nantewo de biara da obekwa asori akobom pai no eni dia dansisi yiwu na Catholic jadi no ntitiwe a wode amawo no wasomu ampa ene so nyankopon atunsa frewa Madam Letitia Sante ose kofie onyankopon ankansa ofamsie eja Abraham ne kokom
ne ba odi ne kro
yiwu
ayare hosem
yeze
enye ize
ene
ize ubu wani baby ayembu
akomi se nezi ne mankasa mi jina Independence Square hwe Dr. Omane Buama esan so defense minister nintina vice president no chair ebi Ghana Armed Forces Council eya wo mko eyini ade a uhwe no seniote even junior officer simple a wo ministry honom udru honom as a minister se me nipa bi ma wo ho so no kofi ntisa omani bu amount sa unse obi a osi obi a won awo fide bia no genuinely no onu ye nkrofo a omo ya ambrasefo kofi di no anamaka se me name I don't know but also during the 2024 elections electoral commissioners no omo de niama beba o de se ba beto monten so obi a no obi beka se onye electoral expert no isi chairperson fu de niama beba no Dr. Omanebu Amakofiaba o se da bi waboa na woka ne nyesa nati 1 2 3 4 5 6 se na de nete. Don't forget, Sir John Mahama first term from 2012 to 2016. He was the communications minister.
Yeah.
Enti ebanu say yemfa nneman fa abefo kwanso a onim ye pa. Enti tama isi chairperson di beka say what the election result be ko adro oso woboa. Oso woboa, and indeed he proved them wrong say ne worry kan.
Omoboa.
Woboa pa. No bulim. Omanga na yen ashura de.
Ya ashura de.
And Kenya amanyo sema Kenya partisan politics nka me miti nka metimi aka se nka Dr. Kofi Omanebu Ama Edward nko be the right person na obetimi handle your elections wo man. Oh yes.
Akwatia de ya enche bi ebe ko so say na omo che so mo di kan hia strategies ahodo a wo mo de be ko by election nyina omo bo pono a che say na enya sem kuma o.
Entenu tina ayi MPP for what did gidigidi ni yesramu kamunya uva mayen esanse yanso tamale central yanko. But you see Dr. Kofi Omanebu Ama
nyame mfa ne kanse ye onko da Abraham kukum fa da bi ebe hia
on say ayi apostolic fu wo nombi omo si Jerusalem ahunto kro omanu ye Oman kronkron debi yebeshia na yeni eradi betu hallelujah yasinyum utisanyum na arahusem
imoya adeshima ya Kasiebo ne so na yakoye nim yegusu gina mu ewarahusem ya mu na NDC amanyoko no National Democratic Congress na wonso so wayi Kasiye yase no obegina simpie so de won sama hodo ebetu dwa na trotro panyi de ma NDC amanyoko no eyomonyamfo fifi avikwete abra wogina simpie so no wachira se NDC amanyoko wo mahwira de Kasio wo hwe Dr. Edward Kofi Omanebu Ama na ho fama de ma NDC party no na ho keka de ma NDC party no a kire se enei wo so mu bu nkompo ahwomachi ewa adwuma paya waye de asom eye party no man Ghana nyina no a wo mo dwene ho a wo mo nti ase wo mo kire se NDC amanyoko no ade akase pa na ahwere wo mo ebiti se abato mu ntotoye abato ma na monto sei papa yetimi abeboa wo kwan bebre so de aboa ma party no drum pempen so bia kire se bi NC da eti ne se ya hwere no ewo mamu dia na eno no akwakoye ohaw kase pa de ama wono mo na oba eye defense ministry ho so a ene wo so wogina simpie so de nsem to dwa esanse ye nyina nim se Dr. Edward Kofi Omanebu Ama wono ene ye osoafo a na wo hwe man Ghana ye bambo so ene woni hodi a na wo saso ye no so mo ba na mo de nsem betu dwa na ne won nsem bia wo de tu dwa no ye ntie bia.
So he wanted to be faced with challenges, he demanded possible solutions, encouraging critical thinking and accountability. As we mourn his passing, we take solace in the indelible mark he left on Ghana's defense architecture and the lives he touched. He was a good man with a kind heart, a leader we will greatly miss. To his family, the Ghana Armed Forces, and the nation at large, we extend our deepest condolences. May his soul and the souls of the 7 others who perished with him rest in perfect peace. Farewell, Honorable Dr. Kofi Omanebu Ama. Your service was exemplary, your vision transformative, and your memory eternal.
Nti wey eya so ye sure my Ghana ye bambo enso omo edie na omo de betu dwa odi Dr. Ediot Kofi Omane boa ma ho dance papa yi kire se na dwuma pa wa bebo no eso ni pa fe so yo bia o wakoma papa na kuma ho tew kese wo mben no a unhye da hu ni ye na se wo ben ne pa utimu se o wakoma pa ne tema edima enipa nti omo so nsem omo de tu dwa no ebino no
na nyina mu no Minister for Environment and Innovations and Technology omusu kasa arahosemiu ni den eye Dr. Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed ni yere and Eugene Black Star Square and okenkan ni husem ensem oka osi oyobi asabita frache se yebeka se corruption kitaje ne pro ni dream di ebi emata eye dog hunda ni hukani chim se mpo nanzai ekopem Ghana mahye begom na yere ya anobaba adwumadi wo media budget review no no opani gina simpie so kasa ye ka kire minority fumpuze ohwe senia mumu work out ye di budget ye ba mu se muntie ene den hu na mu be debate mu work out ahoro a mu ye no edoso se mu numbers mpo a mu di wo parliament ye minority eye Dr. Mutala ni hukani chemse uyobia na owa kokudru ninsemo kanyina nso eye no kware odono yi papa arahusemi atuna oso ntimi nyawo nisa oso no mpa ya obebo eni se Allah mfanisie.
Muhammad was more than a husband and father. He was a man of deep faith, God-fearing and humble. He lived his life with integrity, always choosing the right path even when it was not the easy one. He was trustworthy and dependable, the kind of person you could call at any hour knowing he would answer. I remember once an incident on the road. Of course, he was the first person I called. He picked up right away and I told him my situation, expecting him to come rushing to my rescue. He listened patiently, sympathized and then said, my dear, the president has called me. At that moment, I realized I wasn't just sharing my husband with friends, family, or the community. I was sharing him with the president of Ghana as well.
So, only a nikunu, only mampening, and a watcher, nikunu, bibiara, simple, or frena, let's say, or mampening, so a friend be, let's say, was so called mampenede. A large young group of Falkra, a senior, no chinsu, Nemanso, a Kasiebo.
Painful exit. We know you had to go based on the divine rule of God, because we remain mere mortals to his desires and commands. Rest in peace, Daddy. You will forever remain in our hearts. May Allah Almighty grant you Jannatul Firdaus. Till we meet again, fare thee well, Daddy, from us, your children, Sudo, Ruhaina, Hajara, and Amadu.
Na yera Samuel Sapon no so eka torenchem yi ehu bi wono ene kane National Vice Chairman dema NDC amanyoko no ene wono so ne ho kani eye Mrs. Hannah Sapon wono so ebegina simpie so ewa yiyo no ase e de nsema hodo etudwa na wono de wo se sada no a asem ni si ye no ni kunu Dr. Samuel Sapon ekra ne se me kwabo enti wono de oguso a wo hwe nanim enne ya ye kasa nyina no oguso hwe nanim se ni kunu bebe sanse wo no kra ne say oh ready ye aban adwuma ne ye kwakoye ye kwaba sisi anti me yere me kwaba o ene se ne wote se sa to renchem kese asie wose ne kunu yo bi a ye ka ho fama edema NDC party no a ene wo bi pa wo badwuma dene ede abo party no e wo kwan bebre eso.
Your absence is a deep wound in my heart, but your love will still comfort me. I will still remember the call you put through to me early hours of the dark Wednesday, indicating that you were leaving for Obuasi on a national assignment. You said you were going to return. It was a return journey. I'm still looking forward and welcoming you back home. My dear husband, your departure was so sudden and I still can't believe it. The news of your departure continues to cut through my nerves from a vacuum of unimaginable pain in the heart. Oh, Sapon Kuma, do you hear my call? Come back. Tell me this news is not true.
Isapon kuma o kyerɛ sɛ wo kwaba o teme nka na wo sɛ wo kwaba nti sanbra wachi wate enti ne ho kani na yɛte ne kan Mrs. Hannah Sapon na ne wachi no ne ma no so ekasai.
We saw how tirelessly you worked, how passionately you served, how deeply you loved everyone around you. Your calm posture and respect for time at public events speak volume about a man who saw public service as a call to duty. At home, you were gentle, wise, and warm. Your laughter filled our hearts, and your words always pointed us in the right direction. You didn't just tell us how to live, but also showed us the way through our integrity, humility, and strength. The news of your departure bears through our veins and bones with sudden wave of shock, which we still cannot accept. We cannot believe you are leaving us at this stage. Though your unbelievable departure has left a void no one can ever fill, your legacy still lives in us. We carry your name forever and remain fresh in our memories. We believe in your vision, take inspiration from your fatherly advice, and admire your character as true father and ultimate provider. You did the best. You lead us through challenging moments. You made us the needed investment in us as your children.
Enti Yera Samuel Sapon National Vice Chair de ma NDC amanyoko no ya waka ba bie ne ma no na wo so yete wo mo enken.
Solar Natural Clinic o se menka che se mo a wo ho aye den amamo no mo no ntimi emu amo efe prostate sensem o san ye lab test a ho nyina bi o ye prostate scan efe fibro scan o wo kokomlemle oben Harvard Senior High School no won kran ha friend was 055-393-2631 nakoje ayarhwe Haxa Misha ene ne capsules no ye fuyare dru tatahwe me patombo modinga na pibi na nom na entumi emwe se bi udidi na aduan koto yam behwe na se yam yaw ne ade no me pacho edru ene bebu asan se Food and Drugs Authority fu wonga age atum ife uyo bia unya mfisha dumye ya oritumi enombe ife mi apemfum so ene fe mu amori mamofra no fo no be ya dinga mamosa mbetumi anombe ni nyina mu no babi biara yeto ngedru Ghana fa na nyina dru o kan she drug lane na obenye bia to Card Pharmacy wa Medina, Little George Watama Community 5, Card Pharmacy so ebi wo hope do to 0240-238-310 and 0203-822-855. Medimosis also mean kanchem say prostate say marima no also mean kanchem say no ma hono betenite e de amaye. If it's sexual weakness, hypertension, typhoid fever, sciatica nyina no obetimi abua owo mammogram e free ni bi wo ho emia no de behwe munufu munsem e de amamonti munko hoye. Esan say owadenta barrier on the police station no na edinimhwe across central so our Ghana Highway Authority 1 yard ni mo fe ajekojo on the school for the death no na edinimhwe kuma se wahene makoko ben fan was 0244068447 Little George Ewatama Community 5 or Kwa Misha Kwa Plus Dominion Powder Mr. Q and the vitamins or carrot ewo ho turmeric ginger blueberry ninina no ubenye bi ato ewo nasue honom ibacho Ewatama Community 5 or Ben PV or Ben runabout and any film Presbyterian Safono 150 and Obutu fan was 0243-140-213 na MK MTN fo almost minka chose we ehya foforo kra wode aba MTN wo di med farmer fo na wode aba wo si minka chose wapo mudin sem ehya wo yie papa etifa ho bedom MK ya wode baby esante ba odi ho bedom no de se wo beto 10 Ghana cedis pe anase 61 Ghana cedis pusumi biara se ne be ya doctor ubenya akonya akona kache ewo med farmer fo on kache se ne be ya enema bekoso ye dia ma wapomodin kwanso nti we se minka che se be modern code download med farmer app no na sani app to it omo silver and a good package ewo hono fa ho gem wapomodin sem enkoso ye misa kapomo no na be ya ne se be for no dial *274# se ne be ya usu ubedi sika no ebi na utwa ya beto 5 Ghana cedis per fa ho gem 3p garlic misha kokanshi drug lane na kotobi wakofisan and a Kings Walk Tama Community 5 or Little George Honum Medina and it's St. Joseph in Kotobi our health alert shop Ashama from Kotobi ewo Ekus Pharmacy na kaswa enko Tribe of Judah Fred Dr. Prince Mototi anu no da piwak ayaresabia yi anu ewo 0248 928 824 and 0201 000 021 Ruta Natural Product one ewa Ruta Mixture eye malaria dru tatahwe baby nanom and if Ruta Life no ipacho ebeyi efibiara ewo ne peduanum na boost eye immune system no Ruta Titanic no eye typhoid dru upedodo wetu a baby biara eye tenu dru ukoho no ma obenye biato ana obetumi afre 0244 503 443 Let's Talk Educational Consult ipacho ewo Teshimunwa Estate no so ye bran eye Lejukuku Municipal Assembly no mipacho yechemu Friday ochina Saturday for Obano Brayen ye teacher training and FA consultancy na eya Joda ene ukude bia nopa no wotwe Madam Type Bomb ewo dwabo ase dwumediso ewo Power FM so na nyina mu no ubedru Teshin Portam ne bia hu ye nwechira kwa betumi afre 0249 069 821 One specialist herbal hospital one ewo hepatitis A B C no one no dru ewo ho mo fatty liver also who some fibroid no mo ko ne kidney stones no dogs emi ka chem so mo ba obetime mbu amu ye pa jirika jiri eye marima dru insti uyo barima na efida yemosu ya nkugu ani ma se obarima yi kope binanom na timi busi immune system no ACP kwa benya kwantiponis wo Power Hospital bus stop ho no butu kuma se won ewo fiase butu ntwi kwantiponis wo Duya Junction takrade won ewo Anaji Estate wo ben Hatama Rural Bank no for 0244 544 442 and 020 038 3831 and 055 79 7878 na patrol mega cash no yegusu ewo TVXYZ so ne obaya ni se ba phone no wa dial star 426*5# all networks no select boxes no 1 to 6 na no so ubitime to the tune of 500,000 Ghana cedis and so try sika kuma bi and e betel nhihye wo ho ani se uyo bi a unya 18 years ya patrol owuntime fa ho enyemu ebi National Lottery Authority yegina one Caritas platform so and e di egori erebremo Ostek real estate won sase masotwe biara eni hom ewo dodo wa ayikuma se bi do yimu na fienya ene fe do wonya ne shy hills no umse minka che se kanea so ewo ho no mutibra betobi ubetimi afra won ewo 0244 684 069 and 0240 933 74 8 and 0266 101 406 and you make one other woman in a day so yadika se boy Abraham Umar Ushaya na Jefuso mayena yakwa usi akura mo fili ya pe no enti spelele ya damasi usi kasunga fili ya pe ya damu nyina se aku
akra ye kona mami wish birthday na yen sorry so na yen kwai happy birthday shonko enko emfa ema nana afarijan o abose kan kran heya nyankopon hwa ne pa na o ma ne kwatenten de dana kuma so hwe bia no nyankopon enye emfa ema na o ma na pomudia ekron we free ajoa ajewa kwode ya o Republic FM nkoko ho na eba so oni abusua ni nyina ema nana afarijan happy birthday nyame hwa na onyo kese pa
nte ha ena na fidensu ye de Kasiebo ni nyina ebesi ede ama once again Umar Ibrahim ukashan wo mampanin abedi chire ni officer emdamu nyina se asrafo mo Obama camp mo hwe sabre mo defense ministry medamu asipi samu nyina mo di messages na abre Ike Pele usi Kasungwa feel your pain unyankropo nsha mo nyina jere yanga ye de Kasiebo yi ebramo ena fida anajofe aro hokwan esu no midin di akra Kofi Dako mebaya mene
da chema akosia oforiwa ama fasida koma news team no Fred Green and afenso afi ofe bia ene elopoko ba MCR so a Peter Cranton ene Emmanuel Nete wo boy e ma wo so timi ehwe bi wo Facebook no so Francis ene Edmond so na gina camera no echi Elizabeth gift was say wono so ene siesie yen ene enwumere yada mu nyina ase
ɛdeɛ na ayɛ wo bɛyi a ɔda fam asɔ ne yɛfunu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yarea titi bi ben fie nanso ne yemu nyono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwea ebe ya nwanwa.
Menye ni sɛ wato ulcer tamfo hexa capsules ɛne hexa mixture yɛno mbom kutia ulcer no bi ama no anom anka no wato no dadaada ulcer dro de ɛno a ne hexa capsules ɛne hexa mixture
ankom ni nkyerɛ mu
ulcer yɛ kura ɛtɔ yɛ funu ɛne ɛnsono mu etina wo yɛ funu ɛkeka wo a wogye wo ho a ɛnye ulcer etumi ɛma wo yɛ kyɛko ɛbra wadidi awie sɛ wo ho ɛyɛ ulcer de a kɔpɛ hexa capsules ɛne hexa mixture nanom bom na wo ho ɛbɛtɔ
Predidua tua ko Okanshi Drug Lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228555 Approve about Tanya Wama on more from the four any more from women feeding you no enka ho Hexa capsules and in a mixture
all satan for FDA aje edwade nkratwe ato.
Every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. Natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596-273-546 or 0596-273-547. This advert is FDA approved.
Yefema na kwa me taxi driver na enka na misisi eso misisi ama kame na to na twetwe na 3p garlic misa no aboa me pa ebi ata miracle bi wa drum je ma funu pra se di sia chimia ka me umi esi su ka me umi ani esi su obi ka se di obi bi hye me so bi no na ye normal nti mi bi pi ne ku mi ti pa ni sa 3 days ni ebi ma nka se de nyanko ko di ayi bi an odi se ma ebi ti nyansa no ketwa ana se we de metro aka so na e ka hye me nkwane me de abe pa se 3 years ni ana asemi ginawa me mu se sinya se me kwa me de na ko bi amu so much me do sa be 6 years ni ema bi am ya maji se me lega na nti sa ya le nku preko ene podi ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni se ma me kase nku to me yam se eme ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me ntete
3 garlic mixture yi obenya bi wo memu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops for Piwak e 02489288824 and 020100002. Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure.
Emission check.
Alignment check.
Brakes check. Visit Auto Checks at Kofodia Aquadum Road for the road readiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto Checks. Auto Checks. Check.
Auto Checks. Your safety, our priority. Auto Checks.
Ade. Timesisi. Etwe fa me to ase ha. Kotodwi e de come na ase twetwe me fa me ntini. Je me ja ene me nsem ya me hyehyehye na aye titiriti na me hu dia me nye. Cheme ba. Kanina me hawa no. Kusisa me share joint forces ene never life. Udompe ene waposu ye wo ya no etutu no. Joint forces ene me kwakọ mu ntwuma. Na de atichima wo obia no esensie no wuntini na emiya wo ya etwetwe efiri wusisi edefa wo to ase no wo nan ensem ehyehyɛw ayetitiriti medro
any never life. Joint fortis, any never life, and you are never want to swallow.
FDA aje dedi nkratoyi yi ato.
Mese me nana no agro basa ebi brabo tibede imle no na ma premaye hodo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye di agro na ye sa edu me bi kra na me ba no timide omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, memre
and until I'm catch you say ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso na ebesi su kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Medimosis garlic capsules. One mamoja dini padianimu efusani yi na esesi obani barima mahona wodin. Ubinya edui bi ato omonyi mu pharmacy store fryer 050-349-4885. Edui enye mamofra enye ndi fie dumu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis ni how FDA ajige din craft we atom.